Hey everyone, my name is Nolan. Welcome back to my channel. I've only ever done 2 other lightsaber reviews before on my channel. However, both of them did really good, and damiensaber was kind enough to send me a lightsaber to review for them. So that's what we're gonna do today. And to be honest, I'm not actually entirely sure which lightsaber it is. However, I'm pretty sure it's like the Luke Force lightsaber. So we're gonna unbox it today, and we're going to go over what this lightsaber has to offer for us and figure out if it's worth it. Also guys, I just want to say I hope the audio is okay. I don't have my headset mic, so if I'm going to be moving around, the sound is going to be changing. So hopefully I can fix that later in editing, but hopefully everything is good for you guys. Also guys, I just want to add, this is a Xenopixel lightsaber and it is baselit, I'm pretty sure. So it is made for dueling. Basically, if you go with a blade lit lightsaber, you have a higher chance of breaking it when you duel. But if it's baselit, then if you break the blade, it's super easy to replace. But we're gonna open this right now. I've wasted a lot of time, but I just kind of want to keep you guys informed on what you're getting, okay? Okay, I got my scissors, and I just wanted to say, not again, but it's been a few days actually, like since this has been shipped out, so I'm not actually even entirely sure this thing is going to be charged and ready to go right away. So I might literally just open this and have to stop recording because it'll be dead. I'm sorry, I can't get this thing open. Okay, I finally got it open after like 5 minutes, but hey, at least we know their shipping is at least secure. Also guys, before I continue, I just want to say, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to leave them in the comments. I am very active when I'm reading comments, so I will most likely be able to respond to them. And if not, then most likely other people have the same question too, and they will be able to look at the answers to those questions, or maybe even respond to them. So please do not hesitate to leave a comment asking for questions. And also, if you find this video helpful, I would greatly appreciate it if you could leave a like, because that just lets me know that I should make more of these videos, because this is off topic for me. Also guys, if at any point throughout this video you feel like you had your question answered, do not hesitate to click the link down in the description to go buy one of these lightsabers. I'm actually recording this post reviewing the lightsaber, and I'm gonna say, I honestly think it's worth it, and I think you guys should go buy one. But I won't let that stop you from watching the video to decide for yourself. Okay, let's get into it. I think I've wasted enough time. Okay, so I have everything laid out here in the box. Looks like there's just like some, of course, like foam for protection. Looks like we got some kind of manual here. Hopefully you guys can see this. I'm kind of at a weird angle here I've never done before. We'll go over the manual later. Of course, we have the screws that come with pretty much every lightsaber you get. These are used to screw in the blade. Charger, looks like it is a USB-C port, which is different than the other lightsabers I got. And then of course we have the hilt here, and guys, as usual, pretty high quality material. You can see it's like real metal. It's actually decently heavy. It's not just plastic, and they have it like wrapped up. So we'll open that in a minute, sorry. Yes, this is the Luke Hilt. I hope it's good, guys. I hope like you can actually see. I think like that's as far as I should hold it. Maybe I'll just hold it horizontally so you guys can see it. But yeah, we got the hilt, and then of course we got the blade. You probably won't be able to see it all in the frame, but yes, this is the blade, and of course, like I said earlier, this is baselit, as you guys can see by the lights in there. Hopefully you can see them. Not sure you'll be able to until I actually fully unwrap it. Okay, so it is now all unwrapped, and you guys can hopefully see. I actually just turned it on. I'm sorry, I haven't read the manual yet. Okay, at least we know it works. So guys, to access the charger port, as you can see, what I've done is I've unscrewed the bottom part here. Hopefully you guys can see that. Yes, I think you can. I've unscrewed the bottom part here, and then you can see there's the USB-C port in there. Hopefully you can see that. I don't know, I'm very bad at this, but yeah, you just unscrew the bottom. And the thing about damiensaber is a lot of these lightsabers are customizable, meaning like you're paying for the parts. I mean, a lot of this stuff is unscrewable, at least it used to be. Yeah, so like a lot of this stuff you can like interchange, which is pretty cool. I don't want to break anything here, so I'm not gonna like mess with this anymore. But yeah, basically you can like exchange for a lot of different parts. Also, what's cool is, I don't know if you guys can see, but on the hilt it actually comes with screws in the hilt already, so you can just put the blade in and screw in the screws. So what you're going to want to do is take your retention screw thingy and basically just loosen all these up so that way you can see they're not hanging in. As you guys can see right here, the screw is hanging in, so you're going to want to loosen that up and basically make it face out the opposite side of the hilt so that way you can actually fit the blade. And you can see I'm unscrewing it right now, and there. Now I should be able to put the blade in. Actually, maybe I need to loosen this one a little bit. There we go. Now I can put the blade in. Also guys, just in case you aren't aware, there is a plastic film over the blade, so you will want to take that off before putting the blade on. Once you take the plastic wrap off, there will be a flat side like this. Hopefully you guys can see that. And then the opposite side is significantly more pointed. So of course, this is the side you're going to take the cap off of. And as you guys can see, it's hollow inside. Actually, hopefully, yes. I know it's very hard to show it, but I can't really make it any straighter than that. So yeah, then all you're going to do is take the lightsaber blade and put the hilt inside. And then you're going to tighten those screws. And what you actually might want to do is put the blade down on the ground like this. So hopefully I can get maybe a better shot at that. Yeah, so you can see I'm actually putting the full weight of the blade on, or the saber, or the hilt onto the blade. And this isn't as important with baselets, however, it can still probably improve the performance a little bit. Okay, once you are in this spot, you can now take your Allen wrench and then screw in the retention screws that are at the intersection of the hilt and the blade, right here, these ones. Make sure you don't go too tight, but you can go pretty tight, because again, this is a baselet, so you can't really damage the blade itself too much. However, again, still don't go way too tight. Alright, so this looks good just like this. I'm able to swing the blade without it going flying out of the hilt. So now let's turn it on and see what happens. Okay, so there's gonna be like a really weird cut, and also hopefully the lighting isn't too bad, but basically I've been playing around with the lightsaber and I've been figuring it out a lot more, so hopefully the cut isn't too awkward, but I want to give you guys a good rundown on what to do. So the manual actually goes over kind of how to work the lightsaber, and so there's lots of different things that we can go over. So the first thing is the volume. If you want to adjust the volume, what you do is you hold it down for half a second, like this, 1000. And I don't know if you guys could hear that, but it said volume low. And if I do it again, it's mute. So now if I turn on the lightsaber, no sound. But I want you guys to be able to hear it, so I'm gonna go with loud. Volume high. And there's only 3 different settings. There's high, low, and mute. So there's that. The next one we're gonna talk about, and I don't want to lose any of my parts there. But the next one is the light effects, and basically that's how the blade functions. So there's stable, unstable, and pulse. So right now it's stable. That's what stable looks like, and you can see it, like the light doesn't change too much. If I hold it down for, I believe it's a second, 1000. Motion control off. No, that's motion control. Let me see here. Oh, I think I just did it too long. So 1000, 2. Motion control off. Okay, motion control. That I believe is the smooth swing, which we'll go over in a second. But we want the light effect to change. So unstable. There we go. We have unstable now, and trigger warning, epilepsy warning. Okay, genuine epilepsy warning. It's bad. Unstable is bad. Okay. Yeah. And then the next one is pulse, which is by far my favorite because it's like a combination of the two. 1000. Pulse. There we go. That's pulse. Hopefully you guys can see it. Let me actually turn off my ring light here. Then you'll be able to see it. There we go. Look at that. You can see the lights pulsing, and it's by far my favorite because it's like an animation, but not like a unstable animation to where it literally gives you epilepsy. Also guys, what I probably should have said is if the lightsaber is turned off, all you want to do is hold it down for a second to turn it on, and then if you want to turn it off, you hold it down for 10 seconds, and just a warning, it doesn't actually tell you when it turns off, so you kind of want to time it. Otherwise, if you hold it down for too long, it will just end up turning back on and then changing the font. So yeah, also when I turn on the lightsaber, what you might notice is if I hit an object, it clashes. Now that's very common in lightsabers, but what's cool about this is it's not sensitive to Well, it is kind of sensitive to the hilt, actually. It's kind of sensitive to the hilt sometimes. But it's more importantly sensitive to the blade. So if I clash to an object, yes. I'm not swinging hard at all, but I still get that effect. That's cool. But let's say you don't want that. Well, then I believe you hold it down for 2.5 seconds. Yes, no, it's 2 seconds. 2 seconds exactly turns off the clash. So 1, 1000, 2, 1000.
Clash off.
There we go. Now the clash is off. However, I want the clash on.
Motion control off.
Missed the time. So the last thing you guys need to know about is the font change. And what a sound font is basically the style of the blade. So what you do is you hold it down for 2.5 seconds, or actually, if you just hold it down, it will eventually automatically change. You can see I'm holding it down right now.
Clash.
Oh shoot, it actually let go somehow. Let me try that again. Hold it down.
Scavenger.
Scavenger. And we're gonna go through all the fonts right now. I believe there's 8. However, we're on Scavenger right now, so we'll just kind of loop through until we get back. So Scavenger sounds like this. That's what Scavenger sounds like. I believe that might be Ray, and we'll go over how to change the colors later, but for now, all the colors are white. That's the default. And also, all the blade types are set to stable. So if you want to change them, you just have to cycle through the fonts and then go through the things we talked about. But we'll go over the colors and lights later. By the way, I'll just say it right now, but I'm going to say it again later. If I turn off the light and turn on the blade, it is very bright. It's very bright, but we'll go more in depth with that later. Let's go through the sound fonts right now. So hold it down again, and then it switches Princess. And I believe that's actually the first one, and I believe it's Leia. That's what it sounds like. I think the next one is Kylo Ren, if I remember correctly. Yes, that's Kylo Ren. Obviously. There you go. And then the next one, I don't know what it is.
The high ground.
The high ground. Who else could that be? I mean, come on. Come on, leave your guesses down in the comments, okay? It's Obi-Wan, I'll tell you right now. I think the next one's Darth Vader.
The Count.
Nope, it's Count Dooku. Sounds super clean.
The Fallen.
The Fallen. I don't know who that is. But it sounds super cool. Also, you can turn off and on the saber by twisting it, but you can also press the button. The button makes a flash sound. However, to turn it off, you can twist it, but you can press the button to turn it on. Those are very bad directions. I'm sorry. Anyways, the next one's Darth Vader. Sounds super cool.
The Dark Sword.
The Dark Sword. That is the Dark Saber. Yeah, this one is a bit hard on the ears, I'll just say. However, it sounds super cool. Maybe just keep the volume low on that one.
Dark Ages.
Dark Ages is the next one, and this is kind of like a modern or a medieval sword sound, similar to the Dark Saber. A bit hard on the ears.
The second.
The second is the next one. This one's a bit more aggressive.
Serenity.
Serenity is next. Pretty cool.
Emperor.
Emperor? I'd assume Emperor Palpatine.
Scavenger.
Scavenger, we went over that, but yeah, there we go. I'm pretty sure that's definitely Rey. Okay, now let's go over how to change the colors, and it's very easy. So what you're going to want to do is turn on your blade, and actually, I'm sorry, I'm going to turn down the sound really quick. Okay, I turned down the volume, so now we turn on the saber, and what you want to do is hold it down for 1.5 seconds, so you can do 1/1002, and that should be enough. But I've never tested this, so we're going to test it right now. 1/1002. Didn't look like that. Oh, it did work! So now it's cycling through all the colors, and once you get to a color that you want, you can just click the button and it will select it. And looks like it has every color. And does it cycle back to white? Yes, it does. That's pretty cool. Let's just go with whatever color's next, blue. So we'll click down on the blue. And yeah, all you have to do is click it and it saves the color. So there we go. We have a blue blade now. And while we're talking about the colors, let's talk about the light. I'm just going to say it right now. It's bright. For a baselit lightsaber, it is definitely really good light quality. You can see how much it lights up the room right now. Like, it's very bright for sure. The light quality is way better than I was expecting for a baselit. Like, hopefully, yeah, on the camera you guys can't even see that it gets darker, just barely, but it does get darker as the light moves up the blade. I guess you can kind of tell because what you can see is there's like a little bit of a glow at the end because the light gets reflected off the end of the blade. But yeah, it's very, very good quality light. Like, it's like when you get like a cheap store-bought lightsaber, usually you can definitely tell that the light gets darker as the blade moves on. However, this, unless you really look for it, it's hard to see, which honestly guys, I'm very impressed with. Like, that's pretty cool. So for a baselit, yes, very, very good. Okay, just one more feature I wanted to test out is apparently if you stab the lightsaber, it will turn on and off. Oh, so it looks like I can't retract it. That's okay. So like if I wanted to be super cool, that didn't work. It's awkward when it doesn't work. Okay, how did that work the first time? Did I twist? It's not working now. I'm so confused. I don't know. It's supposed to work, but it looks like it doesn't really work all that well. Okay, so if you do encounter any problems like that, they have some instructions on here on how to fix all that. However, I think I'll save that for a separate video. So if you guys end up needing that, please let me know in the comments. And if I get enough comments of people asking for it, I'll go over it because I'm a computer science major. I know how to do this stuff, okay? But it's a lot of work and editing, so I don't want to go into all that right now. But yeah. Okay, future Nolan here to give my final opinion and also clarification. So I'm just gonna say, for a baselit lightsaber, I'd say it's pretty good. Usually you want very good light quality with baselets because it can be hard to get good light quality, and I'd say this definitely passes the light quality test. It is $150 for the one that I have, which is 12 fonts and baselet. If you want to go cheaper, you can get $120 for 9 fonts and baselet, or if you want Xenopixel, which is a blade-lit blade, I guess, yeah, it's blade lit. It's $240. However, you can do a lot more customization, like including your own sound fonts. But for the lightsaber I reviewed, it is the 12 font, $150 one. And I'm just gonna say, I am way more impressed than I was expecting to be. So I actually do recommend you guys go buy one for yourself. It's a good way to get into lightsaber collecting if you're kind of looking around. It's not too expensive and it's pretty high quality. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and also let me know you guys find this video helpful or enjoyable by smashing the like button, because I might make more of these if these videos do good. So yeah, that's all I have to cover. So again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace.